Stop because they get litigious. Here it comes.
Reopen British markets for American companies. All that Britain demands in return.
It was suggested that the then Meghan Markle likely spent time with Prince Andrew and Jeffrey Epstein before she even met Prince Harry.
It all started with a smirk.
Nasty, and says he feels sorry for Prince Harry because his wife is a lot to deal with.
Reminder, Prince Harry married a talentless Soho house, alleged, named Meghan Markle. And I've seen this before, but I have to admit.
We again highlight the mucky murkiness and mendacious manner of this alleged yacht girl. According to her
girl past, set to be exposed in a new documentary that's finally going to air next month. Let's put it this way, I smell a scared little
So, here's the line nobody in Hollywood will say on record. Netflix didn't merely cancel Meghan Markle's cozy lifestyle series, they evacuated it like a biohazard scene, locked the footage in a vault, and slapped on a Do Not Resuscitate label. And all it took was one hazy yacht photo storm and a single punchline on Saturday Night Live to torch the palace to platform fairy tale she'd spent years polishing. The spark, Yacht Girl files go nuclear. First came the whispers, anonymous Twitter handles resurfacing those maybe Meghan, maybe not Yacht Pics, grainy Mediterranean sunsets, oversized sunglasses, champagne flutes balanced on teak railings. Within hours, Reddit sleuths matched earrings, bracelets, even a tiny wrist tattoo she'd once flashed during her suit's years. No official confirmation, but visual conviction spread faster than wildfire. The hashtag Yachtgate hit 1 million views before California even woke up. Across LA, Netflix executives were locking final budgets for season 1 of Meghan's feel-good docuseries. Think beachy cooking segments, soft-focus empowerment chats, when internal Slack channels started pinging with side-by-side yacht photo threads. One junior exec quipped, "Is this below deck, Duchess edition?" No one laughed. An emergency Zoom was scheduled for 10 a.m. sharp. Enter SNL and the death blow. That weekend, Colin Jost delivered the coffin nail. Apparently, Netflix canceled Meghan Markle's show after realizing they'd accidentally commissioned a reboot of Below Deck. The SNL audience roared. Twitter detonated. And in that collective laugh, Meghan's halo cracked. Because SNL doesn't roast niche gossip, it roasts cultural punchlines. Once you're fodder for the cue cards, you've slipped from inspiration to meme. Hollywood felt the tremor immediately. A luxury wellness label quietly pulled out of a Sussex-branded collaboration. A TEDx organizer changed the format and withdrew her keynote invite. Meghan's team tried spinning the joke as misogynistic. No traction. Comedy had granted the public permission to giggle, and nothing kills an aspirational brand faster than laughter it can't control. Netflix's 48-hour panic room. Remember, Netflix is allergic to PR fiascos that spiral beyond its playbook. They'd already weathered Harry's spare media circus, a Spotify divorce, and lukewarm stats for Live to Lead. Meghan's series, pitched as Eat, Pray, Empower Meets Chef's Table, was supposed to rehabilitate the Sussex brand. The yacht photos whispered a different plot, calculated social climbing, power networking, ambition dressed in Duchess silk. Risk factor, off the charts. Legal combed contracts for exit clauses. PR drafted creative differences blurbs. Finance ran kill-fee spreadsheets. By Monday afternoon, the Zoom verdict was unanimous. Shut it down. No reshoots, no rebrand, no hush money could offset the reputational blast radius. Meghan's executive producer credit vanished. Crew were reassigned. Stills wiped from servers as if the project had never existed. Meghan's DEF CON 1 war room. Back in Montecito, her comms squad slammed the red button. Strategy A, deepfake defense. Internet image analysts debunked that within minutes, citing sun angles and metadata crumbs. Strategy B, threatened lawsuits. Lawyers warned discovery would be a goldmine for tabloids. Strategy C, flood the feed with positivity, tease a children's book, leak a charity cameo, post wellness advice about staying grounded in adversity. None of it landed. Comment sections filled with yacht emojis and skepticism. Journalists who once wrote think pieces about her bravery were suddenly busy. A-list friends muted the group chat. Nobody wanted screenshots linking them to a sinking ship. Even the Archwell website, usually bursting with uplifting blog posts, went eerily still. Collateral prints, Harry in the crossfire. Spare a thought for Prince Harry. He traded military titles, royal duties, and half the British press's goodwill for a California dream, now roasting on social media spit. Clips of him promising to protect Meghan from media intrusion resurfaced, stitched side by side with yacht montages. Comments were brutal. He fled the paparazzi to marry the publicity. Insiders claim Harry's been making solo trips, London, polo events, anything to dodge the glare. Paparazzi who do spot him describe slumped shoulders, cap pulled low, the look of a man lugging more than regret. One Montecito therapist, quoted anonymously, claims he feels like collateral in a chess match he never studied for. Painful, but plausible. Media's subtle rewrite. Here's the real canary. Legacy outlets quietly retouching history. A major women's mag yanked Meghan's 2018 Modern Duchess cover from its carousel. A UK broadsheet appended disclaimers to old op-eds praising her authenticity. Vogue, once her loudest cheerleader, reduced a glowing profile to a sidebar. No smoking gun, just a collective hunch that defending her brand might age like sushi in the sun. TikTok autopsy hour. Gen Z detectives didn't stop at yachts. They built timelines showing how Meghan's pre-royal social circle evaporated in 2016, swapped for Soho House fixers and philanthropic gatekeepers. They overlaid those dates on her vanishing Instagram grids and mysteriously high-res paparazzi shots. Comments read like cold case files. Strategic dating? PR grooming? Connect the dots. Nothing drives engagement like a fallen fairy tale with royal hashtags. And TikTok's algorithm served Yachtgate on endless loop. Why Netflix truly pulled the plug. Studio execs aren't prudes. They greenlight villains, anti-heroes, scandal magnets. What they hate is volatility without upside. Meghan's Achilles heel wasn't morality, it was unpredictability. Yachtgate proved she couldn't control her own narrative, and no streamer will wager $25 million on a protagonist audiences no longer trust. Prestige TV economics are brutal. Viewers will binge a villain, empathize with a flawed icon, but they ghost anyone branded inauthentic. When the audience sees a Duchess cosplay rather than a Duchess evolved, watch times crash. Netflix glimpsed that dip before it happened. One exec leaked the postmortem to Variety. We can sell redemption arcs, but we can't sell fraud. Translation: Meghan's authenticity rating dipped below the cancellation line. Brand Meghan, from relatable to radioactive. Recall every Instagram caption about empowerment, every Oprah teardrop about speaking truth. All of it hinges on trust. Strip that away and what's left? A tenuous influencer brand, peddling palace-flavored lifestyle advice. The yacht images shatter that trust. They didn't indict Meghan for living her best life. They implied she'd whitewash the journey. And in 2025's authenticity economy, that's career kryptonite. Sponsors paused. Conference hosts snipped her from programs. Even friendly podcasts demanded pre-approved question lists. Archwell's glossy facade now looked like PR lacquer over a very messy origin story. With each forced feel-good post, comment sections drowned in yacht jokes and tell the truth memes. The Duchess's digital kingdom had become a snark arena. Silent allies, empty DMs. Normally, a Meghan crisis triggers think pieces from sympathetic columnists. Not this time. Her publicist reportedly pitched supportive op-eds to a short list of loyal journalists, most politely declined. A-list acquaintances who once sang her praises ghosted because nobody wants their brand pulled into a scandal vortex. Even the Suits alumni group chat, once a treasure trove of nostalgic Instagram memories, went dark. One former co-star allegedly texted a friend, "I'm staying out of the yacht thing." Career suicide. Harry's withdrawal and the R-word rift. As Meghan's narrative cratered, tabloids spotted cracks in the Sussex front. Paparazzi captured fewer couple shots, more lone Harry images. Some outlets floated rift rumors. Others suggested trial separations within the same house. Nothing confirmed, but the couple's silence spoke volumes. For a duo who once orchestrated every public moment with surgical precision, radio silence is a confession of chaos. Harry's defenders tried to frame his absence as protective. Critics labeled it self-preservation. Memes overlaying Harry's Oprah quotes onto yacht photos went viral, cementing the narrative that he'd been duped, or worse, complicit. Yachtgate is cultural crime scene. Twitter detectives evolved into amateur prosecutors. They compiled a dossier, vanishing pre-royal friends, scrubbed lifestyle blog archives, strategic networking spikes. The tone shifted from gossip to true crime docuseries waiting to happen. Creators produced timeline slideshows, 2014 Soho House Gala, 2015 Yacht Summer, 2016 Quick Leap into Royal Orbit. Each slide implied cunning strategy over serendipity. The phrase, planned Duchess, trended, not out of hatred but curiosity. Authentic or calculated? The jury of public opinion leaned heavily toward the latter. The authenticity death spiral. A celebrity can survive scandal, plenty do. But surviving a fraud label in the era of screenshot receipts? That's Everest with a blindfold. Meghan's entire USP was vulnerability meets resilience. Yachtgate reframed it as curation meets convenience. Once that seed sprouted, even her humanitarian speeches felt rehearsed, her philanthropic ventures transactional. It's a brutal shift from inspiring to inauthentic in one viral weekend. PR insiders call it a credibility death spiral. Sponsors fear association. Media questions motives. Fans reevaluate loyalty. Every new statement triggers doubters to dig deeper. Netflix fallout, the industry chill. After Netflix's hush-hush cancellation, other studios read the room. A prestige podcast studio froze negotiations for Meghan's audio memoir. An A-list fashion house pulled a tentative campaign. A streaming platform rumored to host a Sussex-produced cartoon paused development indefinitely. Not because yacht photos ruin children's content, but because unpredictability ruins ROI. Hollywood loves risk, only when risk sells tickets. Meghan's volatility now outweighed her halo effect. One agent put it bluntly, if the audience laughs at you, you're marketing poison. Meghan's next moves, and the pitfalls. Option 1, full legal assault. She sues photo distributors, claims defamation. But discovery could unearth more than headlines. Emails, NDAs, timelines. Risk, bigger bombshells. Option 2, teary primetime confessional. Oprah 2.0, raw, no makeup, my truth. Could buy some sympathy, but skeptics would call it another performance. Option 3, digital detox. Disappear for a year, let the algorithm forget. Yet silence breeds conspiracies, and brand reboot needs eyeballs. Insiders whisper she's drafting a deep restorative retreat, storyline. Think humanitarian trip, remote village, no Wi-Fi. Problem, the internet will chase her there, with Google Earth coordinates in hand. Meanwhile in Windsor, quiet tea and quiet smiles. While Montecito's PR furnace roasts, Buckingham Palace serves unbothered photo ops, Catherine visiting hospitals, William unveiling Earthshot finalists. No comment on Yachtgate. Royal protocol, yes, but insiders leak that private group chats are glorious. One aide reportedly quipped, "We never needed to swing. She's swinging at herself." The broader lesson. Meghan Markle's empire was always a Jenga tower, stunning, tall, but one well-placed tug sends it tumbling. Yachtgate delivered that tug. Netflix saw the wobble and stepped back. Hollywood followed, and the social media crowd enthusiastically live-streamed the collapse. The moral? In a receipt-driven era, the past isn't prologue, it's a ticking grenade. Authenticity can't be backdated. And once the audience decides you're cosplaying virtue, not living it, every brand deal, every feel-good project, every streaming contract becomes a sandcastle 3 seconds before high tide. Meghan may yet stage a comeback. Celebrity culture is cyclical. But the curtain of credibility has fallen, and no scripted cooking show, no inspirational hashtag, no pineapple tutorial can lift it. The Netflix chapter is closed, the yacht photos are forever, and Hollywood has already scrolled to its next obsession, no Duchess required.